All right. Welcome, everybody, to Permission to Speak. Great to have you here. We got some guests in the waiting room. This is my Off-Broadway and Broadway show that we are taking on tour. Now we're doing online. Yes, this is my palatial living room. No. And yes, I do play the piano. I'm fabulous. Chops. I'm Paul Mercurio. So glad you guys joined us. We just taped the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Taylor Swift is a guest. Pretty crazy. She's into me. But I, too tall. This show, by the way, I'm on tour this weekend, December 12th and 13th. I'm at the House of Comedy in Phoenix, Arizona. Anybody out there? Come on out. 4 shows. Awesome venue. And there is a link in the comment section if you want to join us. Show about you, the audience, where you get to hang out, tell stories, have some laughs. This is, like I said, born out of the show that's directed by Frank Oz. And we basically just have been doing a show where we get together and connect because we're disconnected and divisive in this world. So this is a half-hour show tonight, keeping it tight. And in the live shows, people either from their chairs or their seats or come on stage. And I basically talk to them about their life, ask them questions, and then we get these amazing stories. And it's really been sort of cool for people to be able to, it helps lower the temperature in the world. It's not a political show, but we're talking to each other and connecting, and that seems to really matter to people. And we do it with no judgments. Say whatever you want. We don't talk politics, but other than that, say whatever you want. And it's just been really, really fun. And people are, I find, want to tell their story, and some people need to tell their story. And we basically give people a chance to do that and have a lot of laughs in the process. It's not a crowd work show, because I define crowd work as like comic just messing with somebody to, get a laugh at their expense or whatever. Not that I haven't done that in the past, but this is just about having some laughs while we're telling some stories. So, and it's been really fabulous. And we have a clip, actually a couple of clips, but to give you an idea of the show, if you haven't seen it, or you haven't been or seen this online show, which we're now doing, and tell all your friends about it. This is, we do something in the show called the flip, where basically, just what it means, I flip things and let people come up and ask me questions. And this guy is actually somebody I went to high school with, hadn't seen him in forever, and he has a really great story from our high school days. Here you go.
Senior year, I was 18, which was legal to drink at that point, and somebody...
Wait a minute, like it mattered to us?
Right, so somebody came up to me one Friday and said, could you buy me some beer? I said, sure, and we went out for lunch, and we went to the liquor store, and you parked across the street, and I came out of the liquor store, had to cross the street, a car stopped for me, and I got in your car, and we went back to the school. And as soon as we got in the parking lot, Littlefield, the vice principal, who was a lot like the guy on Welcome Back, Kotter.
He was.
He pulled me in and he said, Spinella, come with me. And he was the guy that actually stopped for me when I crossed the street.
There you go. And the other thing that's amazing is people are really good at delivering the punchlines to their stories. That guy is not a professional performer, comedian, but he paused. He knew where to hit the punchline. And that went on like for 10 more minutes. Great story. So we're going to just jump in. We got some guests waiting to come on. Come on, tell a story, keep it tight, get to the best parts as fast as you can, because we want to get other people involved, but enjoy. Let's start with Ben. Ben, are you there? Need to see your face, Ben. Ben? All right, so let's jump over to Matt. Matt, join us. There you go. Good, how are you?
Good. I saw you a couple of years ago at Plain Ridge, the racetrack up here in Massachusetts. You were fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much for remembering, man. And we're going to be coming back up that way, probably to Laugh Boston or the Charles Playhouse. So
Okay.
Please keep an eye out, and I guess you're on my email list or whatever. But yeah, we'd love to see you. But thanks, man. How are things up in from Rhode Island? So Mass is my backyard. How's things?
It's cold. We first moved up here 20 years ago right in the thick of the big dig.
Oh,
So
God.
anything after this is you know,
Yeah.
it's all butter.
So
Like it.
for people around the country watching, Big Dig was basically this never-ending infrastructure build in Boston. People on payola, like never getting done, horrible traffic. Probably a
Even
couple
Buddy
times.
Cianci said it was getting out of hand.
Hey, Buddy Cianci, there you go. Nice reference. That was the mayor of our town who was crooked. Buddy Cianci is now passed away, but he actually appointed my mother's school committee in Providence, and he was this little Napoleonic kind of figure. He wore a bad toupee, and he had his own line of marinara sauce. And then they eventually got thrown out of office because he found out his wife was cheating on him. So he took one of his bodyguards, a Providence cop, and took the guy to an abandoned warehouse and slapped the guy around, put a cigarette out on him. This is Buddy, not the cop, and then pissed on him. And the guy brought charges, and he got kicked out of office. But then there was a loophole in the Providence, Rhode Island charter, so he was able to run again, and he ran again and won in a landslide. And my favorite part of this, because I'm Italian and the whole thing, is this little old blue-haired lady on Federal Hill, which is Italian part of Providence. He said, the reporter goes, "Man, this guy did horrible things. Why would you vote for him?" All she said was, "Hey, the guy was messing around with his wife. He got what he deserved." And that was like the whole thing. So what do you do, by the way? What kind of work do you do?
Most recently, I was in hair restoration, actually.
Oh, nice. Oh, you do the with the thing? Are you a doctor?
No. I would do consultations. So, you know, somebody's looking for help. They come, they talk to me, and, explain why they're losing their hair, all that kind of stuff. I loved it. It was great. Did it for about 18 years. But now recently, I'm kind of starting over with just medical health care.
Oh,
so booking patients, things like that.
But what is your area of expertise? Like when you say booking patients for what?
Oh, I'm starting at the bottom, brother. When you walk into the office and they say, "Hi, can I have your insurance?" No, that's me.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's great. So you have a good head of hair. So
Yep.
you obviously
Yep.
you look
Right in here. I did it
you,
right in here in April.
you did you do the plugs?
I mean, technically, the plugs used to be this big. Now they're that big.
They're super.
So you can't really tell.
What about that like Nutrafol? I see this stuff where guys are taking pills. Is that bullshit or what?
No, there's no scientific evidence on it, but I have plenty of patients that take it and love it, and they feel like it's helping, especially female patients.
Really?
Yeah.
So tell me, you got a great story for us? What's going on in your life? Anything fun?
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about this the other day, and I knew that this was coming up, so I kind of put it in the bank. So we all remember David Copperfield, right?
Yes, we do. The magician.
Yes. Right. So now this is about 40 years ago, probably longer. I was when I was a kid, I used to love to do magic. I grew up in New Jersey, and so at least 3 or 4 times a month, I would take the bus into New York City and go to a store called Tannen's Magic Shop. It was basically the biggest magic shop on the East Coast. And there was the guy that was the manager there, this guy by the name of Bob Elliott, really nice guy. And just to tell you how geeky I got with magic, they did a summer camp. I went up to upstate New York for 2 weeks and slept over, and we had all these magic courses, and we had, famous magicians coming in. It was great. I loved it. So now every year they had what was called the Magic Jubilee. And it was basically a trade show for magicians to sell to magicians. And they had some real famous magicians, performing and stuff like that. So we're at the final show of the evening, and it was a big ballroom. And I look down and I see David Copperfield sitting at a table next to Bob Elliott, who ran that magic camp. And I saw him at the store all the time. I don't know if he knew who I was, but I knew who he was right away.
Mm-hmm.
So I grabbed a napkin and a pen, and I walked down to the table where David Copperfield and Bob Elliott were sitting. And I said, "Gentlemen, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Could I have your autograph?" And David Copperfield starts to reach for the paper. And I turn to Bob Elliott and I go, And David Copperfield was flabbergasted. And they go ahead, Bob. Go ahead. And so I got Bob Elliott's and never asked Doc Copperfield for his, and just walked away.
That's awesome. You did not ask Copperfield?
Yeah, no, didn't ask him.
Did he? Did
And
he
this
like
is
have
before
a
we
look
found out
like-
about the island.
Did he have a look like what the what's?
Yeah,
what's-
yeah, he was. Again, another time. Oh my God, it's 1,000 times. What?
Ah, nice. Are you still doing magic?
For the nephews and stuff like that. Every Thanksgiving, I tried to bring up a couple of tricks, but
Right.
I was never going to go pro.
So I got a question for you because we got other folks in the waiting room, but I want
Sure.
like so craziest, funniest, bizarre, whatever story from your days in hair restoration. You must have like
Mhm.
something like where you're like, whoa, anything that come to mind?
I mean, there's been a couple of guys that come in. The whole idea is, as long as you got hair back here, we can move it,
Okay.
and it'll grow here the same way as it grew there.
Mm-hmm.
And guys would come in with like a tiny strip across the back
Of hair.
of hair, and they expect us to move that, and they're going to come and look like Fabio. And that's the part that always drove me nuts. But
Oh, that's hilarious. Well, listen, great stories. I'm so glad you connected, and I appreciate you being a fan and hanging out. And like I said, keep an eye out. We're doing this every week. You're always welcome to join back, and come see me when I get up to your neck of the woods. All right.
Looking forward to it. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks,
Take care.
buddy. Take care.
Bye.
All right, we're gonna jump to our returning guest and friend, Robin. Come on there, Robin. Hello. Yeah, I think you're on mute.
Oh,
Nope.
there we go.
There you go.
I just saw your email like, I don't know, half an hour ago. I wasn't really expecting you to come on, but I thought, oh, I got to say hi to my friend Paul.
Yeah. What's
You know,
going on? I love your hair. It looks
Oh,
great.
thank you. You know, I didn't do my hair or my makeup today because I had this dry eye condition thing. So this is kind of like
Got
Robin.
it. Did you have hair restoration done by Matt? No, I'm just kidding.
No, but my hair is really long and flowing now. I'm letting it grow.
Well, now that you're on, it's about stories. Tell us a quick
Yeah.
story.
Okay, I got a story. I was
Something
just
fun, kooky,
okay.
Get right
So
to the
I live here in Sarasota, Florida, and in Sarasota we have this hometown hero named Nick Walenda. He's a tightrope walker.
Oh yeah, the Walenda family.
The Walendas.
Yeah.
And he was gearing up to walk over the Grand Canyon, which he did about, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago. So he's gearing up to walk over the span of the Grand Canyon, but he was recounting his walk over Niagara Falls that he had done a few years previously. Now he was walking.
He's telling you about that. You know him personally.
I was watching a television show.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
And I only was interested because he's from Sarasota, and I thought, I don't really want to watch a guy fall to his death, but I don't know. I just decided I'm going to watch him talk about his walk over the Grand Canyon.
Just think about it. It's a good betting opportunity. Does he fall? Doesn't
God,
he fall?
I don't even know. I'm a rom-com girl. It's got to end happily.
Got it.
So he is recounting his story of his walk over Niagara Falls. And he was walking from the American side to the Canadian side. And the Canadian officials had told him to bring his passport. And he didn't know if they were kidding. So he said he stuck it in his back pocket. And he walks over Niagara Falls.
While he's doing
He walks over Niagara Falls.
that.
And the minute he gets off the falls, the officials ask him what all officials ask us when we enter their country. They say, like, what's the nature of your visit? And he says, I live my life to inspire people.
He said that once he got across.
Yeah. And I thought, dude, that is kind of lame. I mean, there's got to be easier ways.
Yeah.
Inspiring people.
Yeah.
That's what you live your life for. And then he added, if you try hard enough and you work hard enough, that the impossible is possible.
He's saying this to a customs guy.
He's telling this reporter this story.
Got it.
Yeah. So he says, if you work hard enough and try hard enough, the impossible is possible. And that caught my attention. I mean, we all know that, but like what is really possible?
Right.
And So I decided to watch him walk over the Grand Canyon when it came on, and it was live TV like a couple weeks later, because I'm now curious about him.
Right.
So he's over the span of the Grand Canyon, and it's really windy, and he takes one step out onto the line, and he starts praying to Jesus. He's like, oh, baby Jesus, oh, teenage Jesus, oh, stable my feet, stable the wind, oh, Heavenly Father. And I'm yelling at the TV, and I'm saying, stop praying to Jesus. Stop praying to Jesus. If you fall right now, it's going to be a really bad day for Jesus.
This is and this is
Jesus.
not the kind of job where you want to have good luck, like you ask for good luck.
No, but
Certain
he's like,
things you ask for good luck, like you go to the racetrack, whatever. This is like life or death. Luck should not come into this.
well, he wasn't looking for luck, man. He was trying to be faithful, and he wanted Jesus and
Or
Heavenly
faith
Father
or whatever it is.
to get him.
It really should be about his expertise. That's the thing that's going to keep him from being splat
Well,
out.
I didn't know he was really religious.
Yeah.
So he steps off the line, and I thought, God, this guy is really seriously no bullshit guy. Like,
Mm.
he tried hard enough, he worked hard enough,
Mm-hmm.
and he actually made the impossible possible.
Mm.
And then that's kind of when I got my idea to move to New York. I was living in Sarasota, and I thought, what can I do if I work hard enough and try hard enough?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was so inspired by him, kind of like I was by you in your show when I left your show. I wrote him a thank you letter. And I don't know if he got it, but I think that inspiration, like light, once it's lit, it goes on forever. And people don't know how far their inspiration has traveled. He inspired me. You inspired me.
Thank you.
Yeah. So anyway, a lot of people don't know how much they inspire us.
Yeah, and then you carry it forward. This is what you're doing now to me, and then
Yeah.
people watching, and then they tell the story, and or it just sort of sits in the back of their mind, and it becomes part of the subconscious. Yeah, I think that's what the show's all about. Like, kind of not in a kumbaya way, because Frank Oz and I don't like kumbaya, but like in just a kind of a real, like, unvarnished way, like sort of positive connection between people and openness and on, whatever. And like, I had a woman on stage tonight, actually, at the Late Show. I was doing the warm up, and she was up with her daughter, and she goes, I don't like my son-in-law. I think he's a druggie. And the place is going crazy, right? And it's like, she just like let it out. And the daughter's like, oh my God. Like, so they ended up like almost kind of arguing on stage, but I think that's incredible. And then are you performing now at all? Or what
Yeah, I'm performing around Sarasota.
Good.
And yeah.
And what's going on? I can't remember. Are you married? Are you dating? What's going on in your personal life?
Hey, listen, I am still single, but I don't know if you have time for one more second of story.
Yeah,
So I was talking to a man friend of mine about 5 years ago, and he was lamenting to me that he couldn't find anybody. He just really couldn't find anybody. And that's when I had read an article or Instagram post about, like, you got to have a headboard. You got to have a headboard to anchor your bed, to call in a partner. And I said to this guy,
Wait, you mean so you can hold on when you're having sex?
Yeah. No, it's to anchor your bed, to anchor the house, to bring in the love. So I was telling him the story. Yeah, listen, I bet you have a headboard. And I could go somewhere else with this, but I won't. So
you can go wherever you want.
I think there should be straps hanging from the ceiling, actually, so you can really hang on.
Yeah. You like to be hung from the ceiling. Okay.
I like to hold on. I like something to hold on to.
Yeah, exactly. So like, and then you're on yeah, and then
I can move. I can move. I hope my children never see this, and my adult children never see this.
Listen, I think it really, for me to understand what that is, if you could send me some video of yourself doing that.
I don't have them, but I want them. So anyway, I run into this guy at a Force Quit, whatever this. I run into this guy. I haven't seen him in years. I'm walking down the street. He's passing me, and I go, "Hey, Chad, how you doing?" I go, "What's new?" He goes, "Nothing's new. Got married, bought a headboard." Just like that.
Nice.
And then I said, "Oh, I don't have a headboard." So I actually went and bought a headboard. Do you want to see it?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You want to see it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I went and bought a headboard. So I'm thinking love's coming to me right now.
Absolutely. You better get.
Oh, shit. My bed's a mess.
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh.
There you go. Let me see. Hang on. There you go. Yeah, there's enough place to grab. Yeah, you can grab
Yeah.
a headboard. See, now I just learned something new.
Yeah, you got to have a headboard. So I should be falling in love anytime now.
All right. Well, you're fabulous. I don't know why you guys aren't flocking.
Well, I kind of have a steady Eddie right now.
All right. Okay, good. Well, make sure when he straps you in, he doesn't make them too tight. Love you. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Come back again.
I will. I will.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Who are we going to next? We're going to Prentice St. Clair. What a great name. Are you like a superhero? Holy shit.
Oh, heck no. No, but people usually say, it's like an author's name, and I've actually written about 500 articles for the detailing industry, trade magazines.
Oh,
yes, there's a trade magazine for detailing.
Where are you based out of?
San Diego.
Oh, yeah, my niece lives there. She loves it. We grew up in Rhode Island, and then she moved out there, got married and everything. But so that's what you do? You're in the detailing business? Detailing,
auto reconditioning, yeah. So I met you May of 2024 when you were out in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Because my wife, Donna Anderson, wanted to come see you. And you guys went to high school together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There she is.
What's up, buddy? Good to know you. Okay, there you
go. Yeah. And it was a great experience. We flew out just for that show, stayed overnight, had a wonderful time. And I really appreciate you taking the time to meet with us afterwards. She got a real kick out of that. Yeah. So, yeah, that was cool.
The best. We did the reunion. I don't know if you were there. I haven't done a lot of the reunions, but I did the last one. It was fun to see everybody again,
Yeah.
So
she was there.
How did you meet her? I forget.
I came to San Diego in '89 to work for the Department of the Navy, and I met her on February 16th, 1990. Thank you very much.
There you go.
At a birthday party for a mutual friend. And here's the funny thing about that. I was there a little earlier. She came a little later, and she walked in the door, or I opened the door because she knocked on the door. So that's the first time our eyes met. There was a guy there who had a prosumer camera. He was videotaping everything. So he videotaped the first time that our eyes ever met. And we have that on tape.
How was it that you got into the shot and all of that?
He was videotaping who was coming in the door just for fun. He was videotaping everything.
And was it you heard angels and all of that?
She was cute.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
And then
do you immediately start flirting with each other?
Well, I was talking with her. Yeah, she wouldn't give me her phone number though.
There you go. I like the grabbing of the ear. That means something a little.
Yeah, oh, really? It was just itchy, honestly.
No, you got to tell. You got to tell. A little something went on there that night.
Yeah. So, and then we didn't see each other for like 3 months after that, and then again started seeing each other at these parties that our mutual friends just happened to be in. A couple of people that we both knew.
But this is like before social media, Facebook, whatever. So you can't. You can't find her. It's not like you can just like you can yell out the window, "Hey, Donna!"
Yeah. Right. I probably could have gotten her phone number from one of her friends, but I wasn't going to do that. So, and then let's see, that was February of 1990. By August, we were holding hands walking down the beach. So there you go, and the rest is history.
And then that was it. You stayed together ever since.
Yeah, ever since.
Never broke up.
No. Oh, broken up in our minds many times. Are you kidding?
What's the most annoying thing you do in a relationship?
That I do?
Yes.
I have, my daughter called it misophonia. It's like it's sort of on the spectrum of autism where I'm real sensitive to certain things, like crinkling paper in a theater or crinkling wrappers or people chewing with their mouth open.
Oh, that with me, like crunchy. Oh God. Yeah. My wife. My wife hasn't had a cracker in 30 years. She's not allowed. He has a fiber. She has a fiber deficiency. It drives me fucking crazy.
Yeah, so I probably drive her nuts with stuff like that, and she doesn't even realize what she's doing. Like she'll just start tapping on the desk or something. I'm like, honey, you got to stop.
Okay.
So,
Well, now
yeah.
you need to get some help because there's something wrong with you. You're the problem right there. You're tapping on the desk. Let me ask you something. Interesting business you're in. You must have people come and want some crazy stuff on their cars or I mean, do you do beyond detailing? Do you do painting? Do you
Yeah.
So tell me, you got a great fun story or about somebody or something that you did or they wanted you to do
Well, I've been on the team for that detailed Kennedy's Air Force One up at the Boeing Museum of Flight. I've done that.
say that again. You cut out a little bit.
Oh, so there's a detail team that goes up to the Boeing Museum of Flight every summer, and I've been on that team a couple of times. And among the airplanes we detailed in their museum is Kennedy's Air Force One, SAM 941. So that's pretty cool.
And you ever screw something up and go, "Oh Christ, I really screwed this up"?
Sure, you'd have to ask that question, wouldn't you?
Come on.
Okay, so I've been detailing for 35 years. I'm constantly moving cars around. I've never crashed somebody's car. And this one time I was mobile and the folks had a brand new Honda Passport and I was working in the driveway and I just needed to rearrange it for better access. And there were no cars parked across the street. In fact, it was a red zone, right? When I pulled up, no cars. So I backed out, didn't even look, kabam! There's a postal truck. They can park in the red zone. And I never saw it.
You hit a postal truck?
Yes.
How do you not see a postal truck? They're tall and how do you not see that?
I didn't look. But believe me, ever since then, I've been real, turning my head on a swivel. But yeah, and obviously the customer was very upset. Fortunately, I have a friend in the body shop business who was able to take care of it at a reasonable rate, and it looked beautiful. But man, I couldn't believe it. And then another funny story just happened this morning. I had a customer drop off a car to do some minor bumper scrape repair on that, and we got to chatting about. We live in a area in San Diego called Point Loma, and it's kind of a niche sort of village thing where people live there forever and they go to school here. So as the gal said, she grew up in Point Loma, and we started talking about high school. And then, I said, well, I didn't grow up here. I came here as an adult. She said, well, where'd you go to high school? And I said, Van Nuys High School, which is north of Los Angeles. It's in the San Fernando Valley. Her husband says, yeah, class of 64. It's pretty wild. It's a small world, man.
You never had seen him. You went to high school with him and hadn't seen him until that moment.
No, I was class of 81. Do I look that old? He was class of 64.
Oh, but he went to the same high school, is what you're saying.
Same high school. He was there when Stacy Keach was there, when Lana Wood, Natalie's sister, and then who was the third person? Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck. And I said, was Tom Selleck an Adonis back then? He said, oh yeah, he was gorgeous, and his sister was gorgeous too.
Oh my God.
So it's pretty cool. My claim to fame is that I danced with Paula Abdul in high school. So that's my claim.
Wait, you went to school with Paula Abdul?
Yeah, she was the head cheerleader, student body president, everything.
Wow. Did you teach her moves? So are you the reason that the world has been entertained by her dancing? You little devil, you. Come on, be honest.
There's got to be a joke in here somewhere. I had a headboard.
There you go.
Call
back, baby. Call back.
None of that's true.
Yes,
no,
it is. You're a dirty man.
She barely knew me.
Did you back into that truck because you and Donna were making out in the front seat? And yes, I use the word making out.
A customer car? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. That's why you have the detailing business, so you could dirty it and then clean it. Come on, I know you.
Wow! I didn't know we were going.
Real quick, dumbest thing you've done as a parent? Anything come to mind, or like where your kids are like, Dad, you're an idiot, or you're an idiot?
How did you know I had kids?
I assumed you did. Do you?
That's pretty funny. Well, I've got 3 adult kids. God, dumbest thing as a parent. Oh, I can't think of one offhand. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you got, but I'm sure you got a great.
I'm very blessed. All three of my kids are grown adults. They're all good citizens. They've never gotten in trouble that I know of,
Yeah.
and they're all working and making their way in the world. It's pretty cool. My daughter's in performing arts. She's a musical theater
That's awesome.
pro.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
you
it's kind
guys
of
telling
fun.
me about that. I remember you told me when we saw you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, man, I really, it's so fun that you came on and great to reconnect. Say hi to Donna, give her my love, and I'm gonna be in Phoenix this weekend, and I'm looking forward to it.
Nice.
It was great.
Is this recorded and put out for people to watch?
Yeah, we're gonna be. We posted to my YouTube channel, so you'll be a
I
star.
tell you what, anybody who's watching, you got to go make the trip to see this guy perform. It's unbelievable what happens. I mean, I couldn't believe what people came out with when we went to see you, and the stories that just came out, and you know, the lovely old couple, and all of a sudden they're like the funniest people in the world. You just bring that out.
Yeah. I think people, when I say at the beginning of the show, like people want to tell their story, and some people need to tell their story. I think people feel unheard and whatever, and so it's like, it's just, and it's been really cool, and so now we're doing it online. This is relatively new, and we're building our following on this thing, and then continue to do it around the country. So yeah, and we even maybe bring it to TV. But yeah, this is like tonight, perfect example. Headboards, whole other Robin, beautiful.
Yeah, and all that talk about hair in the beginning. I'm like, wait a minute, come on,
yeah,
guys.
no, you picked a shitty time to come on, buddy. Let me tell you right now, you bald bastard. No, well, thanks for coming on, man. It's great to see you. And this will be posted. And what do you got going on? Anything fun coming up before we jump off? Like so tell me, like, what were you like growing up as a kid, real? Were you like you seem like a sweet guy, but were you like kind of an idiot or whatever?
Well, thanks for the first part. No, I was an only child. My parents were very protective of me. I live a pretty sheltered life.
Yeah.
I ended up having to, and I'll tell you though, I thank my mom and my dad several times a day for, the things that they taught me and the morals that they infused in me, and just the way to live. I ended up moving away from home kind of on a bad note when I was 22, just because I had to get out because it was too controlling,
So you got in a fight with your parents and left?
Yeah, it was over a girl. My mom said, I don't want you to see her anymore. I said, well, F that, I'm out of here. So yeah, it was a good move. I needed to do that.
Where did you move? You moved from Vancouver?
Well, I was at UCLA at that time. I moved out with $185 to my name, no place to live and no car, and no job. And within 2 weeks, I had procured a reimbursement grant for some research I was doing. I found a place to live, was room and board in exchange for work, and got a job. And then a little while later, I was able to get my car, buy my car back from my parents. So I'm actually pretty proud of that, of just like leaving the house, saying I'm done, and somehow figuring it all out.
So you moved in. This is in California. You moved in with this girl, and then you just kind of started to figure out your life and get going.
Yeah, no, I didn't. That wasn't an option. But what I did, I was able to stay at her apartment with a roommate for like, I don't know, a week or two or something. But during that time, I was able to like get out there and hustle and get everything put together.
That's a great story because it's like glass half full. Like, it's a good thing. It probably felt crappy that you've gotten a fight with your parents and moved out. But if you hadn't, you'd be living in your parents' basement right now.
Exactly. My mom would still be controlling me. She wanted to pick my wife, and unfortunately, Donna was not the one, and they were not at our wedding. So it's just the way it is. But
they didn't like Donna. They didn't come to your wedding.
Nope, wouldn't support their marriage. And the funny thing is,
what do they want in a girl? What do they want in a girl for you? Donna's like the greatest.
I don't know. My mom, there was maybe one girl that I ever introduced her to that she thought was good for. See, Julie, why don't you take Julie out? I had no interest in Julie whatsoever.
Yeah.
But anyway, so but here's the funny thing. I didn't really feel bad moving out. And I thought, this is incredibly stressful. What am I going to do? But I was suffering from what they called it pre-ulceric condition, from being in college and living at home and all this pressure from home. And I would leave the house and go to school and spend hours at school just to be away from it, because it was the constant monitoring and,
Yeah.
and so, but the funny thing is I had, this constant pain in my stomach, and like within 3 or 4 days of leaving home, it went away, even though I had all this other stress.
Wow. But
Yeah,
that's
so it
how
was
bad
that.
yeah. What is that
Yeah.
condition called again?
Pre-ulceric. So it's like they called it like a stomach erosion.
So you're
Oh,
like
this is great. So in '83, I went to the student health people and I told her what was going on. She says, "Oh yeah, this probably sounds like you got a stomach erosion. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to quit coffee, chocolate, and alcohol for 3 weeks." And I'm thinking, why don't you just throw in sex too?
Yeah, exactly.
But I realized at that moment I was taking in the equivalent of about 10 cups of coffee a day, so it wasn't good.
What? But oh my God, just to kind of
Just
keep
being at school,
Yeah, and then whatever. It's hilarious though that you look forward to going to school just to get away from your family. That's pretty
Exactly.
funny. Well, it's great to have you on, man. Thank you so much. Come back, okay? We're gonna be doing this.
Okay, will do. Thanks, Paul. This was really fun.
Yeah, and tell your friends about it too. Any story you got?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I want to thank my guests. Robin, thank you. That was great. Ben, we're sorry we didn't get you on. We got people. I wanted. I'm telling you, Prentice St. Clair. What a great name. We'll be doing this every week. Like I said, December 12th and 13th, this Friday and Saturday. I'm at the Phoenix Improv House of Comedy. Actually, in February, we just booked. I'm at the Comedy Castle in Royal Oak, Michigan, and just outside of Detroit, one of the best clubs in the country. Tim Allen got to start there. It's a really great club. Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle, February 11th to the 14th. Follow this. Tell your friends. If you're watching, you were part of this, spread the word. Doing this every week. You can see past episodes on my YouTube channel. And you can follow me at Paul Mercurio and my podcast, Inside Out with Paul Mercurio. We got Paul McCartney, Stephen Colbert, Bryan Cranston, Kira Sedgwick, Neil deGrasse Tyson, a whole bunch of cool people. So you guys want to thank my guests, and we will see you soon, like next week. Be here and have a story. And Robin, don't break the headboard. Love you.